What's up, everybody? Welcome to Intensive Level 5. Welcome to the channel if you're new, or welcome back if you're a level subscriber. Today I'm going to be, I went live this time. Yesterday I recorded it, but this time I decided to go live just in case anyone stopping by wants to play along. And It's going to be a good one. Um, 2 albums with 13 tracks done by Queen. That is, of course, it's Queen's Sheer Heart Attack versus Queen's Jazz. So yeah, I mean, this is def. I mean, Sheer Heart Attack is their big breakthrough album. Not big breakthrough album, but it's the album that definitely got them the attention that they deserved after their first 2 albums didn't do as well. Of course, it has their big hit on it. Of course, Killer Queen, great song. Of course, that got them really big. And of course, that's going up against Jazz. This is their follow up album to News of the World. Some people will consider this to be one of their weaker, if not their weakest, 70s album. And to be honest, I don't get it. To me, I've always loved this album. To me, the hits are really good, and the deep cuts, to me, are just as good. I think this is a sleeper album, in my opinion, amongst the Queen community. But yeah, I'd say both, in my opinion, both legendary albums from this band. Both have their hits. I'd say this album has like 3 really big hits. I'd say this album has like 2 pretty big songs on it, and that's about it. Let's get right into it. Like I did last video with the Beach Boys, I ranked all the tracks from weakest to best for each of the tracks. Again, it was pretty easy because they both have 13 tracks on it. I don't know how unfairly this is going to be because I have been preferring this album lately, but we'll see how the battle goes. Oh, okay, so coming in at number 13 on the Sheer Heart Attack album, in the lap of the gods, the first one, not the revisited one. That's going up against number 13 on Jazz. More of that jazz. And yeah, to be honest, I've never been the biggest fan of More of That Jazz. It's a it's a okay closing track. I mean, in my opinion, Don't Stop Me Now would have been a much better album closer. To me, it's the Dizzy Miss Lizzy of the album closers. In my opinion, uh, it's not a terrible song on its own, but after Don't Stop Me Now, I expect a lot more. And yeah, to be honest, More of the Jazz has always been my least favorite on the album. I like the little reprise that they do with the songs. That was pretty cool, but besides that, there's like nothing really too memorable about the song. It's just the kind of just a decent Taylor song. And to be honest, I'm not really that big into in the laps of the gods either. It's never been a song that I really go back to for Queen. It's a it's another song where I'm like, it's fine, it's good, but it's not like mind blowing in my opinion. I'd say the best part's probably the falsetto, the screaming that Taylor does throughout the song. But besides that, it's not really a song that I really go back to either. So you have like 2 pretty weak songs going up against each other, in my opinion. Um, which one would I pick though? That's the question. That it's kind of difficult because in Laps of the Gods is a weak track, but More of That Jazz is also kind of weak. So it's like, which one of those 2 tracks am I gonna pick? Um, I'm probably gonna pick More of That Jazz because while I'm not too keen on it being the last track on Jazz, there's parts of it I like a lot more than in the Lap of the Gods. So there you go. I'm gonna go with Jazz. More of That Jazz. Number Coming in at number 12 on Sheer Heart Attack is Bring Back That Leroy Brown. Yeah, that this song ranks number 12 on Sheer Heart Attack. That goes up against track number 12, not track number 12, but number 12 on Jazz. Fun It. Uh, another Roger Taylor song. Yeah, if you're a Roger Taylor fan, I'm sorry. His two songs are definitely the weakest two songs on the album. Uh, I love jazz. I love Roger Taylor, and I actually really like Fun It a lot. But compared to the other songs on Jazz, it's definitely my second least favorite on the album. I hate to say that, but it is what it is. That's going up against the more. It's like you have this sort of dancey type song, Fun It, versus a more schmaltzy song, Bring Back That Leroy Brown. Uh, Two completely different style songs. I'm gonna go with Bring Back That Leroy Brown because, yeah, I just slightly like it more than this song. Fun It. I mean, I like when Freddie Mercury sings in it. Can't you see it's the dynasty? Can't you tell? That's definitely the best part of that. But overall, I'd say I like this song more. Um, Coming in at number 11 on Sheer Heart Attack. It's gonna be gonna be a little bit of a controversial pick, putting it pretty low. Stone Cold Crazy versus number 11 on Jazz. I don't know if this is gonna be a hot take or not, but yeah, number 11, Let Me Entertain You. I really like Let Me Entertain You. I know it was a live staple for them for quite a bit of time. It was a time when it was a bit of a live. It was actually a live staple for them, so it was. There's that. It's still a little tricky, but I really like. I'm gonna go with this song. I'm gonna go with "Let Me Entertain You" because what I like about "Let Me Entertain You" is that there's a part where they sing, "We'll breakfast at Tiffany's. We'll sing to you in Japanese." It's probably what pushes it above Stone Cold Crazy for me. Okay, coming in at number 10 on Sheer Heart Attack, Lily of the Valley. That song's going up against If You Can't Beat Them, uh, John Deacon, one of two John Deacon songs on the album. Um, Probably the easiest choice so far. I'm gonna go with If You Can't Beat Them. Lily of the Valley, I like Lily of the Valley probably more, but to me, my biggest problem is that it's probably way too short. To me, it's really short on the album, and it's a little too short in my opinion. Some of these, there's another song that's gonna come up next that's gonna be too short as well, and it's gonna lose. But it sucks that it happens this year, Heart Attack, because there's a couple songs that are just a little shorter than it could have been. Okay, coming in at number nine, coming in at number 9 on Sheer Heart Attack, Dear Friends. Again, I love this song. It's a great ballad, great Brian May ballad, but I'm not a fan of how short it is. If this, I wish this was longer, and I love this song to death, but it's just way too short. And that's going up against number 9 on Jazz, which is Mustafa. And to me, that's another easy choice. I'm going to go with Mustafa on this one because, like I said, I just much prefer Mustafa. Coming in at number 8 on Sheer Heart Attack, Brighton Rock. That ranks number 8 on Sheer Heart Attack. Coming in at number 8 for Jazz is Dreamer's Ball. I love Dreamer's Ball, but to me, this is a pretty easy choice. I'm going Brighton Rock. That guitar solo from Brian May is legendary. And, well, good news. gets to tally up another point for Queen on this one. Okay, nice. Number 7 for Sheer Heart Attack. Now I'm here. That's going up against number 7 on Jazz, which is Dead on Time. Pretty tricky choice in my opinion. Um, both really good rock songs. I'm going Dead on Time. I know, I know, not a. It's crazy. And I know some people are like, how much times is he going to put Jazz? And I love Jazz. I think it's a great album. But yeah, that's my choice. Coming in number 6 on Sheer Heart Attack, barely missing my top 5. Killer Queen going up against number 6 on Jazz, which is Bicycle Race. That's another great song that barely missed my top 5 on the album. I'm gonna go Killer Queen. I'm going Sheer Heart Attack on this one. I'm going Killer Queen. I love Bicycle Race to death, but I gotta go Killer Queen on that one. Coming in at number 5 for Sheer Heart Attack, Tenement Funster, the Roger Taylor song on Sheer Heart Attack, the one and only on this album. Much better than the other two that were on the Jazz album, if I'm being honest. That's going up against number 5 on Jazz, Fat Bottom Girls. And it's going to be an easy choice. I got to go Fat Bottom Girls on this one. Yeah, easiest choice so far, in my opinion. Number 4 on Sheer Heart Attack, I'm going to go with Flick of the Wrist. My favorite of the 3 songs in that medley, in the Sheer Heart Attack medley, I call it. That's going up against number 4 on Jazz, Jealousy. Again, easy choice. I'm going to go with Jealousy. I love Flick of the Wrist, but again, it's a little shorter, and I just love Jealousy a lot more in general. Coming in at number 3 on Sheer Heart Attack, it's going to be She Makes Me. That's number 3, She Makes Me, versus number 3 on the Jazz album, Leaving Home Ain't Easy. Again, sorry, it's messing up there. I'm going Leaving Home Ain't Easy. The Brian May song on this album. Yeah, the 3 Brian May songs on this album. I mean, no, not. And I didn't mean to say 3 Brian May songs. The Brian May lead vocal song on each of these albums were going up against each other. I didn't realize that until just recording this now. So yeah, I think Leaving Home Ain't Easy is the much better Brian May song. I love She Makes Me. I mean, it's number 3 on Sheer Heart Attack, so clearly it's good enough to make the top 5. Yeah, I just slightly like him more. Coming at number 2 on Sheer Heart Attack, In the Lap of the Gods Revisited. Much better than the original version. That goes up against number 2 on Jazz, Don't Stop Me Now. Another easy choice. I'm going to go with Don't Stop Me Now. Easiest choice in my opinion. Number 1, my favorite song on Sheer Heart Attack, Misfire, the first John Deacon song ever written for a Queen album. That's going up against another John Deacon written song, In Only 7 Days. Yeah. Arguably, like, one of my absolute favorite Queen songs in general. It's a great song, and, well, to me, In Only 7 Days is easily the best song in this entire collection of songs. Out of all 26 of these songs, In Only 7 Days, to be honest, is the easy winner. And, well, I tallied up the scores while I was doing this. Jazz absolutely destroyed Sheer Heart Attack, 10-3. And it's crazy to think, because this Sheer Heart Attack was actually a top. There was a point where not only was this like not only was this a top 3 album at one point for me, but it was actually my favorite Queen album at one point in the past. Like when I first got into Queen and I was listening to their albums, this was actually my favorite album for a little bit. So yeah, really good album though. I mean, both legendary albums in my opinion, but to me, I'm gonna go with Jazz. I think Jazz is the better album overall. Not even not even just going off which tracks, how much tracks won and how much tracks lost. Jazz to me is just the better album. Just so much variety. And yeah, well, that should conclude it. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. So long.